Welcome, friends. It's Coach Ekene. And as we continue our journey across the NBA to bridge the gap between high school athletic leadership and career professional development, we took a stop in our Charlotte, North Carolina chapter to learn more about how they're preparing for the Career in Sports Day as Charlotte Hornets take on the Heat on the 6th. Now, we have a collective goal of sending 50 high school athletes from the Charlotte area that are interested in pursuing a career in the NBA to this extraordinary event. So tune in to learn more about the impact this event will make on their lives. And how long have you been with the Hornets for, Davis?
Yeah, so I've been here since May, so coming up on a year in just a little bit, hopefully.
Congrats. That's good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What'd you do before?
It's been a lot of fun. I actually did the exact same thing, but I was with the Brooklyn Nets and the New York Liberty in Brooklyn beforehand.
Oh, wow. You're kidding me. Did you play sports in high school?
I did, yeah. Yep. So I was football. I played football, varsity swim, and then I also played rec league basketball. Wasn't quite good enough to make varsity.
Hey, I love it. Hey, that's you've proven our philosophy here is that the athlete success DNA can be transferred into the corporate world, man. And congrats.
For sure. We I mean, wasn't sure if this would ever be of interest for you guys, but we do something really neat called Career in Sports Day, where it's coming up on March 6th. But essentially, what it is it is technically a ticket package, but the way that we broke it down is actually during the day we invite a whole bunch of local high school and like early college kids to come and they actually hear from some of our top leaders here at the Hornets. We do like a panel and everything. They kind of like learn about like where they go to school, what did they study, how did they break into the industry, how did they find success, and then we usually do like a cool like case study activity for them as well, and then a little bit of just kind of like an all around kind of behind the scenes experience, and then we actually invite everyone back to Spectrum to watch pregame warm ups early, and then you guys actually have a ticket for the game. So that's something that we do where, if that could ever be of interest for some of your athletes, we're always welcome to open.
Here's the thing. That's what our athletes need right now, Davis. I don't know but just honestly, from your experience, let me ask you, what has really been helping, like to bring that level of engagement down to the high school level and the youth from the NBA? Have you thought about that?
I would say a big thing is like awareness. I think a lot of people, when they think about working in sports, they just think you either have to be a player, a coach, or an agent, and they don't really understand that there's so many other departments and so many other positions to do. I feel like not too many people think about marketing, not too many people think about ticketing and hospitality, not too many people think about like game operations. So that's really like a big thing, and that's why we love Career in Sports Day. When I was in high school, I wish I went to something like Career in Sports Day. I didn't figure out like my role even existed until I got to college. So yeah, I think that's why. I mean, I love spreading Career in Sports Day as much as possible, because if I had access to something like that, even in middle school or high school, I think it would have opened up like a lot more ideas and kind of inspiration for me coming out of high school. So I think it's a super great program. You get access to not only to see a great game, but you kind of, especially if you have some athletes who definitely want to work in sports when they grow up. If professional sports is out of the question, then I think it's really helpful to kind of spark those ideas soon, and you kind of learn what are some good local colleges that are close by to your hometown, or even some of the best sport management programs in the country. And then you kind of learn how like our VP. I mean, even I believe our CEO. So she started with the Cavaliers way back in the day, and she started at an inside sales position, which is kind of like an entry level ticket sales position that a lot of people go through. I did mine in Brooklyn, and she honestly stuck with it and worked her way up, and she's now CEO of the Hornets. So I mean, you can literally, it's crazy to see how far you can come if you put in the work in this industry. So yeah, I think a lot of people just getting the word out there that jobs like this exist is something that's really cool to see.
That's incredible, man. Are you going to be speaking at this event on March 6th?
I'm not. I will be there. So they're actually going to have some people with a little bit more experience than I do. So they're going to have people. I believe we have some of our directors and some of our like kind of top executives who are going to be speaking on the panel. So it's people with even more knowledge and more access and more resources and more experience than me. So it's a really cool thing that we do.
Well, hopefully you'll be the CEO one day.
Right.
You never know.
That's what we're working towards. That's what we're working towards for sure.
What an inspiring story from Davis Tapp. And to know that their CEO started off in the same department and was able to climb to the top and make it to that level, especially being a woman of color. These type of stories, folks, go unheard of. So we want to make sure that our athletes get inspired at this extraordinary event that's hosted by the Charlotte Hornets. So on Friday, March 6th versus Miami Heat, they'll have access to enter the arena early when the gates open at 1 o'clock. And from 1:30 to 2:30, there will be a panel with the Hornets front office executives. From there, they'll be able to have all of their burning questions answered from the panel from 2:30 to 3, which will then lead into the interactive sports and marketing activity from 3 to 4, which will then conclude the event. So from 1 to 4, it is jam-packed with nothing but engagement and also some inspiration. From 4 to 5:30, the athletes will hopefully be able to connect, make some new friends, and enjoy the free time for dinner or exploring uptown Charlotte, which will then lead into the invitation to come back to the arena, where they'll have exclusive access specifically for those that have been invited for this Career in Sports Day events. So this is when they'll have the opportunity to enter Spectrum Center early and watch pregame warm-ups from the lower level seating before the arena opens up to the general public. And also, hopefully in that time, they'll be able to connect with new friends and create memories that will last a lifetime. This all brings us into 6 o'clock when the gates open to the general public and tip-off happens at 7, where they'll be able to enjoy the game. As you can see, it's a full day of festivities and also jam-packed with education and inspiration for the next generation. So if you'd like to be part of supporting this event, please visit our website at higherhighschoolathletes.org. Once again, that's higherhighschoolathletes.org, or text us at 888-275-9711.